What's up, guys? I'm Chris Bussing. I'm an account executive 10 years in on this tech sales journey. Started at Oracle, went to Google Cloud. Now I've been at a startup grinding, and I'm in an AE role where we don't have SDRs, but we need to prospect ourselves. And this is the time of year to hit the ground running and actually generate pipelines so I have a shot to hit my number. So I'm going to start, making videos of me just prospecting. Could be making cold calls, sending out emails, and sending out LinkedIn messages, or multi-threading as they call it, trying to hit these prospects from all angles. Some of the people I reach out to might be warm contacts that I've engaged with in the past where I'm playing the long game and trying to uncover an opportunity. Others might be completely cold. And of course, we're going to assume that I am picking out the right targets that fit my ICP that are potentially lucrative opportunities. So Bella, my puppy over here, said she will not judge. Are you going to be a good girl, Bella, and not make too much noise? Okay, I love you. All right, guys, it's time to do this thing. It's time to prospect, pick up the phone, make things happen. I'm going to be reaching out to select target accounts and personas within those accounts that fit the mold of my ICP and ideal personas. I sell across industries at a cloud services company. We help companies migrate to the cloud and optimize their cloud investments on AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure. Optimize means be more efficient with how they use it, save money, secure it, better use data and AI, for example, new capabilities to drive business growth. And I'm going to be reaching out to mostly CTOs, VPs of engineering, technology leaders like that. And one of my key verticals for my ICP is the technology industry. Technology companies spend a lot on cloud platforms. In fact, cloud is typically their second largest operating expense after sales and marketing. So let's go for it. Let's see what happens. If anything, again, I believe in chipping away a little bit at a time with prospecting. First off, we're going to reach out to a company that I've engaged with in the past. They're a $65 million in revenue software company with $1 billion valuation. So these guys are, I know they spend millions of dollars on cloud, and we probably can help them optimize. I have engaged with Jeff, who's the VP of engineering and now CTO in the past. I went to his office once. I've worked for years to try and build a relationship with him. And apparently he just went to a Justin Timberlake concert, and I'm going to reference that. But I'm going to basically try and get a meeting with him in person because he's in Austin. It's really smart to focus on local contacts, if possible, to do something generous, like take him to a coffee or a lunch, where you can really connect and build that relationship. And that's especially important if, a prospect right now isn't doing business with you or they're ingrained with a competitor. It takes trust and time investment to get them to open up to alternatives. So let's give Jeff a call and see if he picks up. If he doesn't pick up, I will leave him a voicemail. All right, here we go.
And it's available to enter your call at this time. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, you may hang up
Automatic voicemail.
for more options.
Hey, Jeff, it's Chris from Bespin. Hope you had a great time at Justin Timberlake. Just following up to connect in person in Austin, maybe grab a coffee, grab a bite. I'd love to come to the office again. I know you told me you had ice baths there, and I'm big on ice baths. But I think, I have some new ideas on how we could work together this year. And I know you've been on a private pricing agreement or EDP with AWS in the past. And that was a blocker to us working together from a cost savings perspective. But I think we have a new angle there. And so I'd love to dig more into that and just catch up. And even if we can't work together this year, that's not a problem, man. I've enjoyed building a relationship. So hope you're well. And if you can, give me a call back at 2. Or feel welcome to respond to an email. I'm going to follow up that way too if it's easier. Cheers. All right. Just left a voicemail. That voicemail, some might say is wordy, but I've met Jeff in the past, and I just wanted to give him a little context for why we might meet, have some updates for him, and ideas on how we could work together. We had some blockers previously, as you heard in the message, but I think I got some new ideas, and it's worth getting together. If anything, I love to say to just build a relationship, even if there isn't a fit today. So, what I'll do is, I'm going to send an email to Jeff as well. Multi-threading is really important, so let me knock that out real quick. Jeff just left you a voicemail. How was the concert? I bet it was epic. I had some updates from investment perspective and ideas on how we could work together this year. Anytime to link up for a coffee or lunch in the next the week. How about the week of February 18th or afterwards? I'm not trying to get him to go to a coffee right away. I'm actually showing that I'm not desperate. And in fact, I'm proposing after February 18th in this case. I'm in no rush. I'm playing the long game, but I know these guys would be a good client. So cheers. I like to say cheers, Chris. So, hi, Jeff. Just left you a voicemail. How's concert? I bet it was epic. I had some updates from investment perspective and ideas on how we could work together this year. Anytime to link up for a coffee or lunch the week of February 18th or afterwards. Cheers. So, and I will admit I'm being a little bit casual and colloquial with Jeff because I've met him before. We went to a networking event and I even went to his office. But this is a long game prospect that I don't care if it takes 3 years to get them. And honestly, we're in year 3 of reaching out. They're always going to be on my mind. They're $1 billion valuation, and they would be a multi-million-dollar client. So anyways, I'm going to send that off, and let's get to the next one. Next, we're going to go to Steve at another startup that spends millions of dollars on AWS in particular, and they're doing a little with Google Cloud. I've met Steve before, and it's similar to Jeff. I'm following up to see if he might be free for a coffee. So let's give it a shot. All right, calling Steve. Hey, Steve, it's Chris from Beston. Thinking of you as we head into the new year and would love to reconnect. It's been a bit. Maybe have a Q1 get-together with the dogs and grab a coffee. But I had some new ideas on how we might be able to work together this year and wanted to run them by you. If anything, it'd just be good to catch up and continue to build our relationship. Look forward to hearing from you. If you want, give me a call back at. Otherwise, I'll shoot you an email, follow up here, and if it's easier to respond that way, that works too. Cheers. Now, some of these guys are going immediately to voicemail, and what I could do, if I was gutsy, is the double dial. In that case, I call and it automatically goes to voicemail, and I call right back to see if he picks up. And you know what? I think I might do that. Let's call him right back and see if he picks up. He might be a little annoyed, but let's give it a shot. Shoot, went right to his voicemail again. Nothing you can do to get around it. But sometimes being persistent isn't a bad thing. You eventually can get prospects' attention, and if you ruffle feathers and annoy them a bit, that's all right, especially when you believe you can help. Okay, I'm going to send an email to Steve. Similar message to Jeff when it's warm. It's like, hey, I've got some new ideas on how we could work together. Would love to catch up. So I'm just sending that email. All right, and that's sent. So making some progress. At least being the squeaky wheel. These are warm leads, and I always prioritize the warmest leads and then work my way to colder leads where it's pure cold outbound. But hey, maybe I'll get a response in the next day or two. All right, this next company I'm reaching out to is a $43.5 million software company. Although their revenue doesn't sound crazy, they are a unicorn in Austin. They're a health tech startup. They have a lot of funding. And recently I got a response from the CEO, although I didn't get the meeting with her. And that was good to get that response. But I'm not going to reach out to her today. I'm going to reach out to the CTO as well as one of their technical leaders who heads up cloud infrastructure. So let's give these guys a call and see if I can get an answer.
Is that he had dipped the number that had been disconnected or is no longer.
Number's been disconnected. Gosh. Well, you know what? I'm going to send Samir, the CTO, an email. And, getting good data is a challenge. I use Zoom Info, which has really good quality data, but there's other tools out there like Apollo and Seamless that scrape contacts off LinkedIn. Zoom Info is one of the best. I know there's other good tools like Clay that my buddy mentioned that's super, it's more technical to use, but it cleans up data. But it's a challenge, right? So clearly I just found out I have a wrong number and it's not going to be useful to call it again. So I got to figure out how to get that number. Maybe I find an admin or a better data tool. But the one thing I can do is send Samir an email. And what I'm going to do with Samir is I'm going to send him an email that highlights that I work with another healthcare company that he's specifically partnered with and share how I help that company optimize their architecture, handle migration projects, and save a lot of money on cloud. So that's going to be the gist of the email that I send. And I've already got it basically teed up because I've done research and I came up with a value hypothesis. So, I'm going to send this over to Samir. So basically, this prospect, this health tech unicorn, I've been reaching out to since 2022. So for like 3 years, you could tell some of these accounts I've been reaching out to for a long time. I'm the second founding U.S. seller at a global startup, and I've been here 4 years, and I've had free reign to go after the top accounts that I want to. And of course, I focus locally in Austin, so hope that context helps to understand that, man, I've been reaching out to some of these guys for a long time. But I'm flat out saying, hey, one of your partners, XYZ company, is my customer, and I help them with XYZ initiatives and projects producing these results. And I've been pursuing a partnership with your company going back to 2022. I hope that shows how much of a priority you are. At XYZ company, their partner, I work with their CTO, like yourself. I'm reaching out to the CTO, who I'm sure would hop on a reference call, little social proof, as well as their engineering platform leaders. And I was wondering if you'd be open to connecting to begin building a relationship and strategically align. Then I say, even if it isn't a fit to immediately partner today, as has been the case with my friends over at name dropping 2 other local tech unicorns, at minimum, will become an additional trusted advisor resource for all things cloud and your insurance policy for the future. I'm guaranteeing value and appealing logically hey, we should meet. At minimum, we're going to reduce your risk and increase your options. So let's send this email. I'm proud of that one. Let's go. Cool. Now, it's time to call the guy who I really think I'm going to be able to work with, which is a cloud infrastructure leader. This guy, Scott, actually is my my core contact that I need to talk to. He's going to be responsible for initiatives that are relative to what I do. Okay.
This is Scott. I'm not available right now.
This is what I call the double dial. I'm calling back immediately. I used to do this as an SDR in my Oracle days, and it might annoy Scott, but it'll also probably increase the probability he picks up. So let's try it. The suspense is killing me.
This is Scott. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message and I'll return the call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Scott, my name's Chris, and I'm reaching out to you specifically because we work with one of your key partners, Outlet Baby Care, and specifically their CTO and head of cloud infrastructure and platforms to save money on AWS, to handle migration and modernization projects. And we even help with managed services to reduce their operational costs. And I wanted to reach out to you just to begin building a relationship. I know you'd be the right guy to talk to, and just to at least be a resource that's in your back pocket for the future. If you want, call me back at this number. Otherwise, I'm going to send you an email right now in case it's easier for you to respond that way. And I look forward to getting connected. Cheers. Lego. It's time to send that email. Notice how I made it warm and I reference a mutual partner, a mutual customer. I'm sending a similar message that I did to the CTO, but I'm going to say our cloud strategy. Like when you say subject line, our cloud strategy, it sounds like an internal email, so maybe it might be more likely to pick up. Or actually not pick up, respond to the email. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a little more mysterious. Left you a VM. That stands for voicemail. I'm going to try that actually. Both are good subject lines, but left you a VM. Okay. Come on, let's do it. Just got a text from my mentor. Quick plug on mentors. Mentors are so key. That my mentor was in tech sales and then founded and scaled 3 companies. It gives you peace of mind when you have someone like that to lean on. But I'm gonna have to get to Dean, get back to him later, because when you're prospecting, you got to stay in the zone and you got to keep going. All right, Scott. And what I'm going to do, guys, is give him the triple threat. I left a call and voicemail. I'm sending this nice email, and then I'm going to send him a LinkedIn request. Let's do it. And let's find Scott. Send him a personalized LinkedIn request that references usually the email that was sent. It's called multi-threading, my friends. Appreciate you guys holding me accountable to prospect. This is good. I want to catch someone live. That'd be nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to reach out to another warm lead. It's there's my mentor texting me. So I'm going to reach out to another warm lead that I've engaged with in the past, and honestly, like, they went cold, and I want to try and open it up again. This is called the Close Loss campaign, and it's one of the best campaigns in tech sales or any type of sales, right? Re-engage old conversations. Let's give it a try. Let's give Steven a call.
Sorry I missed your call. If you will, please leave your name and number and I'll get right.
Immediate voicemail, so I'm going to do the double dial and try and call again. See if I can get past the voicemail.
Call. If you will, please leave your name and number.
Okay.
I'll get right back to you.
Got to leave a voicemail. Hey, Stephen, it's Chris from Bespin. We had worked together in the past to explore a cost savings partnership on AWS, and we did a few projects to help with DB optimization, and I really enjoyed working with Vivek and Sai. I understand they're no longer at the organization, but you still are, and you're the key guy to talk to about finding ways to partner together this year. And I have some ideas. I'd love to reconnect. So, if you can give me a call back at that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm going to send you an email that might be easier to respond to, and feel welcome to respond that way if you prefer. Hope you're having a good day, and talk to you soon. Hey, I stuttered a little bit on that, but you know what? That's fine. It's not a big deal. Progress, not perfection, as my mom always said. And if anything, I'm marketing, I'm spreading awareness, I'm being the squeaky wheel. And as they say, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So I'm not getting pickups on these calls. I'm not, immediately getting responses on the emails and LinkedIn, but every touch point matters. It all adds up. And you never know which touch point will lead, maybe in a few days, a week down the road, to a response that could change the trajectory of our quarter, year, and career. So always take one more touch point, one more shot, keep going for it. So let's email Stephen. Just left you a voicemail. I'd love to reconnect. All right, that's sent. Let's keep it rolling. I have another. I have a CTO at an ed tech company that I've worked with in the past that's a warm lead, and I actually don't have his phone number, but I'm going to follow up with him for an email real quick, because you know what? You never get a response in the first email. It's important to just be consistent and follow up over time, and at a reasonable interval, maybe every couple days, and after a week, every 5 days, you might want to expand it. So you're not like super annoying, but it's time to follow up with Todd, and that's what you got to do. So let's send him a quick note. Okay, we messaged Todd. I think I keep, need to look at the camera lens, but I'm looking at the pane that shows if I'm in focus or not. I think I'm in the screen here. So it's the real deal. Okay, so buddy just texted me, but I need to stay focused. I cannot respond to him. I have my mentor texting me and my buddy, but got to be locked in when it comes to prospecting. So I'm going to reach out to a $1.1 billion software company. This is the leader in their specific category in their industry. Let's call the VP of Eng and President of Product and Tech. Come on. If I could get these guys, that'd be huge. First, the VP of Eng.
Please leave your message for
Hisham, it's Chris, and I'm reaching out from a company that's a cloud services company. We help organizations like Procore save a lot of money on cloud, whether it's Google Cloud, AWS, or Azure. And I noticed your release of Procore AI agents and Agent Studios, Insights, and Copilot. Those are exciting products, and clearly AI is key to your strategy. We have a whole data and AI practice, and we also tap into cloud providers' funding that subsidize our team to help you with those initiatives. So would love to explore that. You're a top priority for me, and as I walk in downtown Austin, I always see your building standing tall in the skyline, and it would be a real privilege to partner. So Give me a call back if you can. Otherwise, I will send you an email in case it's easier to respond that way, and feel welcome to respond via that channel. Hope you're having a good day, and looking forward to connecting. The voicemail, that voicemail popped up real quick. I was considering hanging up to do the double dial, but solid voicemail. And one thing I brought up is that they have AI initiatives, and that's clear by their new AI product releases that I found when I was researching. And now I'm going to send them an email that references the voicemail I just left and references their AI initiatives and how we might be able to help. So let's send that follow-up. We're multi-threading, always multi-threading. All right. So follow-up email referencing their new product releases. I'm excited about that, and how we can specifically help empower those initiatives. Okay. And now again, for this $1.1 billion company, I'm about to reach out to the president of product and tech. Let's see if he picks up. He is a great guy to talk to. He can make decisions, I bet. This first number's not working. I got it from ZoomInfo. Data quality is an issue. Dang, at least I got his email, but I got one other number to try in this case, so let's see what happens.
Return the call as soon as possible or leave a voice.
Hey, Steve, this is Chris. I'm calling from a company, Vespin. We're a cloud services company. And I noticed the release of Procore AI agents, Agent Studio, Insights, and Copilot. That's really exciting. And it's clear that AI is a key part of your strategy. Our company has developed really talented data and AI practice that we leverage to support customers like yourself in the enterprise space to execute on those initiatives and also like save money along the way. So you're a top priority for me. You know, when I pass downtown Austin, I see the big Procore skyrise, and I think to myself, I would love to partner with them. I don't work with everyone, but I choose who I partner with. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you and begin a conversation. My number is, and I'm also going to send you an email. Feel welcome to respond via email if it's easier on that channel. Cheers, and hope you have a great rest of your night. All right, we left the voicemail, and now it's time to send a follow-up email referencing the voicemail and continuing to be that squeaky wheel. Okay, let's keep it rolling. I sent another email. And you know what I should do is make sure I connected with Steve on LinkedIn. Let's make sure we're connected. Okay, we're not connected. Let's send a personalized LinkedIn request. Boom, LinkedIn request sent. Okay. About to call the CTO and co-founder of a $350.2 million software company. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Nick. Leave me a message.
I'm going to double dial Nick just to see if this helps me get him to pick up. He might be annoyed when he does pick up, but let's try. You got to risk it for the biscuit.
Hey, this is Nick. Leave me a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Nick, I noticed Samsung's a mutual customers of your company and mine, and I was curious if you thought about Coupang. They're one of the biggest, basically Amazons of Korea, and our CEO is connected. And I'm reaching out to build a partnership between our organizations, but that could be an interesting byproduct there, is making some intros. But I'm specifically reaching out because I saw that you're hiring for AWS skill sets related to big data, data streaming, MLOps, CI/CD, microservices, all the things. And we're actually AWS's global MSP of the year. And we've got this thing called FlexOps where we fill in people gaps and expertise gaps at a fractional cost with a really great team, including our head of MSP who's worked on the McDonald's and Coca-Colas of the world. So would love to have a conversation and explore a partnership. All right, guys, my camera died, so I think we're going to call it a day with prospecting. I did some later afternoon prospecting. It's actually almost 6 o'clock Central Time. I thought I'd catch some prospects after their workday as they're wrapping things up and getting ready to call it a day. But I hope this video encourages you and motivates you to prospect a little bit every day, Monday through Friday. Keep chipping away. It all adds up. And prospecting is like playing the lottery, only upside. There's no really risk or downside. You're just where you started off with. But when you reach out with the one more touch point, you have the chance to find that opportunity that could change your quarter, year, and career. And if you're watching this video and you're an aspiring SDR who hasn't broken into tech sales yet, and you want to do this BS on a Monday through Friday basis, then check out Tech Sales Accelerator, my program that I put together to help give you the blueprint to break into tech sales at a top company, linked in the description of this video. To your success in tech sales and in life, happy selling and happy living, and we'll see you in the next one. Whew, guys, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I left it all out on the field, emptied the gas tank, and I'm happy to report that I set 2 meetings for late February with the CTO and VP of IT that I reached out to in the beginning of the prospecting session. If you recall, both of these were warm leads that I've engaged with in the past, and I've been relationship building and reaching out for years. And who knows, maybe this is the year where I can finally find that opportunity that could be career changing, because I know these are the right targets. And I'll tell you, for that reason, I am really excited to meet these guys for lunch in person coming up later in the month. At our company, we've got an expression called NEGU, which stands for never ever give up. And I've closed a few NEGU deals that took over a year, maybe 2 years. And I will tell you, the longer it takes, the sweeter the victory. And I believe that if you give me enough time, I'm eventually going to get a meeting with you, and I'm eventually going to win your business. That's the mindset you need to have to win in sales.